Hello everyone, my name is Kenmei and welcome to Project Resplendent, a series of videos where I give early units in Fire Emblem Heroes a Resplendent treatment based on your suggestions, so feel free to leave a few suggestions in the comments. Hey, we're back with some Kensplendents! We're ready for this new rotation of Kensplendents, and as you have decided a few months ago, this time around we are going to tackle Raigh, the unwanted child, the unloved child of the Fae community. Yep. We are going to tackle Raigh. The round that has been decided for Raigh this time around is Embla. And even though I think I will give my thought about it later on, we will start by having a new workflow. Usually we go through, trying to find the design as we go, but this time around we're going to talk a bit about the design first, what we're going to focus on, and then maybe we'll talk about a few things while basically everything else is going on. So when we look at Raigh, we can actually see that the base design is comprised of a simple robe with some adornment, a belt, as well as a simple cape, what I think is a tabard, and some kind of shirt that is tucked in, some bracelets on the base art, we can see that. But yeah, basically a pretty simple design. Only the adornment makes it interesting, I guess, in the Fae art. So we'll take that into account. It also has some, let's say, some boots. Some hefty boots. So we'll work with that. In the inspiration department, we're going to have base Veronica, not brave nor legendary Veronica. We're going to have base Veronica. We're going to have Sophia, Resplendent Sophia. She's from the same game as Raigh, so we can take a few inspiration from that. We also have Bruno, who is also another mage, a male mage from Embla, and we are going to take a few inspiration from Letitia as well. So let's dive right into it. The tabard is going to have some features from Veronica with the famous red belt from Embla. Colorwise, I think we're going to try and keep Raigh's original colors, maybe not the greenish tabard he has. We're going to go with an overall more purple look. I think would suit in more. He's a dark child, so of course we're going to go with a darker cape. The cape we're going to give some feathers. I'm not going to give him too much feathers. And actually, I'm not going to give him a real robe. We're going to give him the same kind of outfit of a suit, a thing that Letitia has, just to give some silhouettes. And the rest of the robe of Raigh is going to be actually those kind of golden flaps. I don't know how I'm going to call them, but those little golden thingies that you can see mostly on Bruno and actually Brave Veronica. I lied. But we will have that. I took the liberty to give some shoulder pads to Raigh to give him a bit more of a menacing look. Because we all know that dearest child is going to be a bit menacing. I try to keep the boots a bit big, just to give a bit of a menacing vibe without forgetting that, he's a child, he's going to be a traveler, trying to find the dark magic. Color-wise, I said it, we're going mainly with purple, with black. I tried a white cape. Because actually Brave Veronica and Bruno have a white outer cape. Also Sophia has a white outer cape. But Edgy Boy can't dress. He can't wear any white. I dared give him some white in the shoulder pads, so that will be enough for the white. So we have our design. We're going to give we have some little triangular patterns on the tabard and everywhere else. we are going to see how the pose could look like. And right after the second try, I think I decided on something kind of menacing, a bit edgy, without being too much. As you can see on the bottom right now. Yeah, he's going to come along quite nicely. So let's just go right ahead into the into the lining. And actually, I've tried to change a bit my. I've tried a lot of things recently, and I think this new workflow is going to work really well. Going to spoil things ahead. We are going with some dark and pretty strong shadows. Not exactly the original art in Heroes, but since we have this speck of darkness, we are going to work with it. And also, I kept the brooch. I mean, I could not keep it. Funnily enough, I noticed something. It's just that this kind of the monster skull-like appearance reminds me a bit of Four Mortis. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, the line is basically finished by now. Color-wise, it's pretty interesting because when you look at Raigh's original art, he's kind of flashy, at least with the cape and the hair. As you can see later, I also tried to see if the green tabard couldn't work, because it could have fit, honestly, but I think trying to keep some color coherence was a bit more important than trying few things. And I you might have noticed it, but I forgot to do the rest of the upper leg of Raigh, and up until trying to do some shading here. Basic shading, as I said, starting with the lights. If I'm recording right, this is going to be over pretty soon. So, actually, I think it was a really interesting idea. I think Embla could work really well on Raigh. But if I had to pick a realm for Raigh, I think, well, Hell seems like a given, edgy boy, but I think Nidavellir also has a strong point. And honestly, I can't wait, because if he ends up Nidavellir, that will be 2-on-2 with Kensplendents. Emblian Kensplendent that ended up being Nidavellir. Because remember, the first batch was actually Jafar, and I'm still quite satisfied with the design I came up with for Jafar, but let's be honest, I think I enjoy more what I did with Raigh. It encapsulates all of the things we can see in an Emblian character without giving up on the edginess of our boy. So yup, we're already at the end. I didn't go too far with the shading, just enough to make him pop. And I think it's pretty good. You'll have to tell me. So next up, if I'm not mistaken, we're going back on the muscular side of things. And if you saw the poll, I think you know who it is. I just hope that right after Fairy Pala, we don't get Raigh. Yeah, you heard that right. So I hope you're eager to see the next Kensplendent. We'll be back in a few days for the new Heroes banner that should drop out actually tomorrow, technically. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves, everyone.